Good morning, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the predictions video. Yes, a good 8 hours ago, the Rust rotated very late, and you can tell I'm very awake for this. We are going to go ahead and try and figure out which of these skins potentially is the best investment for this week, which of these skins might help us walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. So sit back and relax. I'm going to start yapping. Now, before I talk about what's potentially the best investment for the week, I just want to address this. These past couple months have been absolutely wonderful. November, October, the amount of people that have been playing, the peak player counts, outstanding. Like, I cannot stress this enough. There's been so many people playing things that look absolutely amazing. Now, we're about to delve into December, Christmas and post-Christmas. December time, we're going to start seeing kids, out of school, winter break and whatnot. And of course, as we get close to New Year's, not as many people working, lots of time off. What are people going to do? They're going to play games. Yay, Rust. So I'm expecting the player counts to potentially improve even further. More people playing the game, more demand for skins. Oh, even better Rust skin prices. And just to point this out, the January force wipe for 2025 is going to be January 2nd. I don't think any kid or any of you are probably working or going back to school until maybe the January 6th. So that first weekend in January is going to probably be absolutely immense. All right. So will we see an average player count of 100,000 plus? Will we see a peak player count of 200,000 plus? Things are lining up perfectly. It looks like it can happen. So if we're going to keep up the momentum, you should realise that even though the skins that we see here and the skins from the previous week, they might sell a lot, they very likely will retain their value for the foreseeable future until we reach Easter time. Easter time is usually when we see a bit of a drop-off with the player count, so I'm talking about February, March and April, when there's less people playing, they probably got to go back to school, work a lot harder, they haven't got time for us. All right, I have all these skins, you know what, I'll just sell them, I'll get some money, and when I come back and play Rusting, I'll just buy them again. So what happens is when there's a lot of people selling their skins rather than buying, the prices drop because of that, and that usually happens around Easter time. February, March, April. You've been warned. You see these two skins here? They did almost 60,000 subscribers. That is absurd, but for now, it should hold up quite nicely. And now, we have to look at all of these skins and question what's going to happen next. After the previous week, complete the sets, I think we've got a bit of fatigue. I think we're not going to see as many sales. That's fine, all right? It's better for these skins and for us to make some nice investments. But I'm going to look at all these skins now, and I'm going to try and figure out what potentially is the most interesting skin. I think I still have to talk about Blackout Backpack. I do worry for it still, so of course, even more backpack skins. As of... Oh, wow. That's already down by 34%. Anyway, as you can see, after about 8 hours since the Rust Store, this has already done 9,276 subscribers. If I were to just quickly confirm, it's actually 10,000 plus now. At least 10,072 individual people have bought the skin. I don't know how many they've bought individually. Like, the vast majority of people probably bought one for themselves, but there's quite a lot of people that very likely bought extras, maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. They want to sell some. And if there's too many people buying with the pure intent to sell, it definitely leads to problems. So you just saw the hard suit backpack already. So these are the first few marketable backpacks. There will be more. Oh, I assure you. We're just about to enter Christmas time. Do you really not think we're not going to see like a Christmas backpack? Santa's sack full of presents, it's inevitable, all right? It's inevitable. So, Blackout Backpack. The Blackout Collection, we have to address this. It's fairly in demand. What makes you say that? I think I have shown enough. Every single skin except one is in the positive. It won't be like this forever, though. Again, once we delve into Easter time, problems will appear. I think this will do a very good job of retaining its value for the foreseeable future. But that would mean if you want to make a good profit, you probably just want to stick with doing a good buy order. Now, the smart thing to do is wait it out until next Wednesday. Never rush to make an investment. That right there is also abnormal. Next Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, this will become marketable. If you don't fully understand abnormals, well, if we could just quickly hop over to here, watch my most recent Rust Skin Abnormal buy orders video, watch the first 5 minutes, then go to the chapters in the description, skip ahead to the actual buy orders, you'll see how everything plays out, and you'll get the general gist. Now, I also want to quickly bring up, here's the first 24 hours for the previous week's Rust Store. No Mercy Backpack and Blackout Burlap, that did over 24,000 subscribers after the first 24 hours of sales. Ridiculous. At the current momentum, this could match up. I don't think it's going to match up, though. I think it's just going to fall a little bit short, but I do still expect it to be sending absurd numbers. It'll probably do 40 to 50,000 subscribers. Fair enough, still quite a lot, but the demand for the Blackout collection very likely will be keeping it up for a bit. If we do happen to see another full black backpack being introduced, and let me tell you, there's been quite a lot of them submitted. Recently, we just saw a pirate backpack being submitted. There's a ninja backpack. There's going to be more. There's going to be more. You should expect that. You would very likely want to sell that over the course of the next 2 months, December, January. Okay. But looking at the current rate of sales, clearly there is demand, but even then, it's probably going to be a builder. So we'll wait till Wednesday. Wednesday night, I will be streaming. Look in the description. You'll see the links to all my socials. Most importantly, my Twitch link. I will be online 9 p.m. London time. We'll discuss all the prices that we'll offer for the skins, and then we'll race to put down those buy orders. All right. So Blackout Backpack, you definitely are looking very appealing. Now, I think I will also go ahead and talk about large Hazmat Backpack as well. Not as much as Blackout Backpack, but I'm still curious because obviously you can see this really isn't selling as much. This very likely will be the backpack skin that's got the least amount of sales overall. Wow, but is that okay? Well, if you watch my roster rotation video, so as we hop back over to here and show you this, in this video I actually pair up a Hazmat with the Hazmat Backpack. It's cute, it's fine, it's fine. I think a lot of people will be appreciating that as time goes on, because I do not expect another backpack skin like that being made. But I did bring up the idea of, well, should skin creators make backpack skins for all the different types of Hazmats? Right, that'll be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if that potentially happens. Maybe Protect, so you're going to do it? Well, it's up to you, it's in your hands. Anyway, so I think it actually will be doing quite nicely, and it's not going to be selling as much as the others at the moment, it seems, but keep an eye on it. It's only been 8 hours. Chances are it's still going to do a pretty high number, probably 30,000 like the Hardsuit Backpack last week. We'll see, but it is looking interesting. Cool, so we'll put that aside. I'd rather probably just stick with doing a barter. It's also abnormal. Now, looking at these other skins, I think I'm going to talk about Nuke Room Locker next. Now, by default, you're going to look at the Nuke Room collection and you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, are you sure? Are you sure? Well, I do want to bring this up. These prices have not updated. With the arrival of the locker today, this actually got bought out. You might recall the Nuke Room small box was accepted quite recently. It's now sitting above $3. Yes, someone did walk in and buy out all the stock, and chances are it probably will be rising up in price graciously and nicely, because it really didn't sell that much either. And I should also point out, there have been more Nuke Room skins submitted recently. We've got a free... no, keep going down. And there we go. Yeah, we got a fridge. Yay! Sorry about that. Nuke Room's kind of in the same collection as military. It's odd. Just accept it. Move on. So yes. Anyway, there's very likely more skins to come. A chair, a table, a water purifier. We don't know. But will they be accepted? That's the big question. Now, you also want to take note that this really isn't selling that much. Of course, these skins are getting more attention compared to the locker right here. That's fine, you know, if it doesn't sell too much, and it does happen to gain some interest in the future, all the better for it to rise up in price. Now, I do want to bring this up real quickly. Out of all the locker skins, what's the lowest selling lockers? Let's just quickly go find out. So, lowest subscribers, as you can see, we have, well, some lockers from years ago. But if you look at some of the more recent ones, they've been doing sales of like 20,000 plus. I'm talking about all the lockers that came out like over the past 2 or 3 years. So yeah, take that into consideration. All right. This is looking like it's probably at best, if I'm going to give you a very, very strong guess, maybe it's only going to do up to about 15,000 subscribers. That's a very, very generalized guess. That looks like it might be okay, but we still want to wait it out. That's also abnormal. So we probably still want to just stick with doing a buy order. But let me tell you, please consider watching my roster rotation video. This is really bright, and I think a lot of people will appreciate that. So if you want to get a much better look at it, watch the roster rotation video. All right then, so what else remains? I'm very curious about Frozen Crypt Garage Door. Again, very bright. But when this is rolled up, that top part, the rolled up, the roll bit... I don't know how to pronounce it. Very, very bright. It's like the brightest rolled up garage door I've ever seen. And the design of it, very cool. We are delving into winter time. Winter is coming. That's really old. Sorry about that. But anyway, I do expect even more Frozen Crypt skins to be produced. We are 4 for 4 at the moment. I'm hoping to see a table and chair set so we can put it with the Ice Throne chair, you know, the DLC. So, hey, we'll see what happens next. But I will point this out. The Frozen Crypt collection isn't exactly doing super amazing. Yeah, sheet metal doors in general, not exactly holding up very nicely. Large boxes, same thing. That furnace is doing all right. Did it spike in price with the arrival of the brand new skin? No, not really. Well, that's just a straggler, but yeah, still it hasn't really changed that much. But Will this be appreciated if we keep seeing more and more skins? By default, I'd say yes, but as of now, not really, it seems. It's also a garage door. Take this into consideration. How many garage doors have we had introduced in 2024? 32. There's also a Twitch drop on the way. Yippee! And there's also Christmas just around the corner. Yippee! Oh no. So there will be more, and of course in 2025, potentially even more. So you've been warned. It's still awkward, but I'm sure you can understand there's still some nice potential positivity there, but maybe a smart barter is the way to go about it. It's also abnormal. So Wednesday night. Cool. Now, I think I will talk about the AK. I'm very, very, very 50-50 on it. Number one, it's anime. Okay, I'm instantly hearing people screaming. It's a perfectly fine looking skin, and I can't help but assume we're probably going to be seeing a lot more of these being produced now by the skin creator. He's actually he's actually a CS2 skin creator. Let's just go that way. Sorry. It's early. Did I get enough sleep? No. Anyway, so I am expecting potentially a nice weapon collection. Are we going to get the same anime girl, or are we going to get different anime girls? Are we going to get a garage door of her? What about a rug? Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is I do believe there is a fan base for this. You can sit there and say you don't like it. Oh, you can sit there and say you don't like it, but I see through you, and you're weak, and you will buy hundreds of them. Anyway, I'm joking, but anyway, I can see this progressing quite nicely, and it's definitely opened the door now for potentially even more anime skins being produced. I'm very sorry to say, but there will be more. Right, anyway, so looking at the AK, by default, AK47s as investments, they're not exactly the most reliable thing, are they? But this AK has a very nice bright pinkish aim sight, very colourful, very distinct, very unique. I know we've had a Twitch drop earlier this year, Emaru and Mizkif's Twitch drop, which was basically the same thing, but that one's marketable and tradable. Now, is it going to sell a ridiculous amount? I don't think it will, but I could still see it probably doing, maybe as a very rough estimate, 15 to 20,000 subscribers, which is okay. Will it maintain that $3 price? Do you think there are enough weebs that play Rust that will constantly want to buy that skin? Think about it, alright? Think about it. So we can leave that for a while. We can wait until Wednesday. We can do the buy orders, and then we can look and see how much support it has. And then we can decide if we want to buy it. That's the smartest way to go about it. So we'll see what progresses, and we'll see if we get more skins produced over the course of this upcoming weekend. That's another thing to be cautious about. Alright, cool. Now, these other skins, I want to talk about Armor SAR. It's green. Is it green enough? Are people going to appreciate this? Are people going to want to roam around with this? I'm not sure, but I'm not 100% confident either. So consider watching my Rust rotation video to get a much better look at this. But I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Take a look at all the SARs. As you can see, oh dear, they're not holding up very well, are they? No. Only one, Thunder Gold. So, yeah, bit awkward there. But it's also not selling too much. But is that going to be enough? I can't give you a concrete answer. That's not abnormal, all right? So on Wednesday night, we're just going to have to look at the sales and make a straightforward answer of, I'm going to buy it, or, nah, I'll just try and do a barter when the Rust rotates. Not 100% sure, not 100% confident. And then I want to talk about the Thanksgiving Turkey Rock. I'm well aware we already have a Turkey Rock. That came out years ago. This is now. Obviously, the only Thanksgiving skin that was submitted for Thanksgiving Rust Door, and it was accepted, cool. And funnily enough, that's happened twice now. I'm expecting another turkey skin to be produced by the same skin creator next year, and we'll see what happens next. Anyway, I don't think it's going to hold up very well. I looked at all the rock skins earlier, and lo and behold, only the cute ones, only the cute ones are holding up their value. I guess people only like cute rocks, but you should also consider we've had a lot of Twitch drops and whatnot, and they've looked really cool. So, all right, maybe people just don't feel the need to want to buy any more rocks, and that's why they don't really hold their values very nicely. I mean, it looks very nice and tasty. Needs some gravy, but you get the idea. Have fun buttoning that. I think it will go down in price. It might retain some value, but still go down. Okay, with the remaining skins, we have the Brainstorm Custom SMG. By default, take a look at all the Custom SMG skins that came out this year. Yeah, down 48, down 49, down 43, down 43, down 16, down 10, down 39, down 52. Now, all of these from notable collections. Yes, Chameleon, Banana, Thunder Gold, Black Diamond, Sweet Dreams, Cold Hunter, MK Ultra, Hellborn. Anyway, Shut kill me. Anyway, so it's a very nice, colourful looking design. Again, if you want to get a much better look, please consider watching my rust rotation video. It has chapters. You can skip ahead if you want to. But I need to see more. And I'm aware that there is an AK. I should have shown that. There was an AK produced, but it wasn't accepted for this week's Rust Store. I do expect more skins. I do expect more skins to be produced. It's the very interesting, unique colour scheme and design and whatnot. But I think I'd prefer it in deplorables. Maybe a hoodie and pants set. Let's see what the skin creators produce over the course of this upcoming weekend, and then we'll make a decision. But I can't help but assume it'll probably just be a 60 cent to 80 cent buy order. And then we have wooden doors. The Wolf Warrior wooden door does look very nice. It glows in the dark, stands out, looks very cool, but unfortunately wooden doors as investments are not reliable, and I fully expect it to go down in price very quickly. What makes you say that? Take a look at every single wooden door that came out in the past 3 years, except the Easter door, which is manipulated at the moment. As you can see, all of them are down pretty bad. And they're all down to like much less than $1, all right? So you can go look at this in your own time if you so wish, but I'm sure you can understand that I just don't really have that much faith. Also, we've had quite a lot of decent wooden door Twitch drops. I just don't think people care enough for them. You have to understand this. How often are you using wooden doors and for how long? And then you probably figured out that not that much time, and you probably don't even have that much demand to even buy a cool looking wooden door skin. So yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in it. So yeah, that was very nice and straightforward. 16 minutes. Okay, right. So we do have a little bit more time to talk about interesting things on the horizon. It's the end of the month for November. December Force Wipe is next week, and of course December Force Wipe Ruster, who I would expect an early Ruster next week. Now, what potentially is coming out? Well, I want to bring this up as we navigate over to here. Jungle content is being mentioned again, right? That right there, what it's mentioning, is a jungle pyramid. If you've seen South American pyramids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, it does look like we're getting a jungle biome. Yes, we're going to be Indiana Jones. Inside this jungle ruins is expected to be snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? But it's not just that. We've also seen mentions of the jungle building skin being worked on. Why would there be a jungle building skin? Come on now. Anyway, you get the idea. Is it going to be green? Is it going to be camouflage? I don't know. But we didn't get a building skin this year. Looks like we might potentially get one for December. No, I think that's for next year when they actually introduce the jungle biome. So, okay, cool. Will they announce it at the end of December? We'll see, because it was alluded to at the very beginning of this year, January, in the blog post. So we'll see how that rolls out. And of course, we have Medieval Barricade being mentioned here. Now, with all the siege weaponry being mentioned and whatnot, we're getting a primitive game mode. No guns. So, okay. A medieval barricade, what's that going to be like? Also, where's the bone wall barricade, huh? Anyway, I'm joking, but we'll see what this is, leading towards. And then we also happen to have a Knight Armor DLC apparently being worked on. Now, if I could just quickly point this out to you, we have an interesting batch of Knight skins, all right? Tier 2 armor, Tier 3 armor, hoodie and pants, you name it, it's all there. Heavy Knight, Apocalyptic Knight, Knights Templar, it's all there. I've seen this in the past, where basically, if this is only like Tier 3 armor, it's not going to have a kilt. So that would mean you probably want to go over to here and see if we've got any kilts that could be used. I know we have Knights Templar, so where's that? Where's that? It is. I can't seem to find it. And there it is, Knight Templar. I think people might have to buy that. The reason why I bring this up is because you may recall we had the Ice King DLC, which was the Ice Throne and the Ice-themed Tier 3. Now, when that came out in late 2022, there was no kilt with it, was there? So people looked around trying to figure out what could they use instead, and they picked the Frosty kilt. So when people put 2 and 2 and this got bought out, it went up in price by quite a lot. So as we hop over to here, look in the past, can you clearly see when it went up in price insanely? Oh, look, right there, late 2022. Oh, yeah, it went from about $1 to about $4. It was very quick. So point made. That's happened before, and chances are with the, the Knight DLC, it will likely happen again. We don't know if it's a full set yet. We don't even know what it looks like. But, give it time. Looks like that's just around the corner. When is the primitive game mode going to be introduced? We don't know. But it's definitely been worked on and alluded to over the past few months. And then over to here, what's this? High Wall skins. So if I could go over to my Twitter, I have retweeted a thing from Rusticated. Let's go see that. Got a lot of weird things on here. I'm very sorry. But, it's all linked in the description if you want to go take a look at my Twitter. As you can see here, you can now upgrade wood external to stone. And of course, gates and whatnot. But the fact that they now have the wheel to upgrade also is going to lead to the possibility of being able to turn it into a skin. And now if we go back over to here, what's being mentioned? Frontier Highwall, Wooden, and Adobe, Stone. Alright, so here's the question. Is this going to be just simply added to the building skin DLC packs, or is it something you have to buy separately? We don't know yet. We'll find out. I'm thinking it's just going to be added to those packs because they want to incentivize you to want to buy them. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to look forward to that, be happy about that. We'll see how that rolls out. But yeah, it's being worked on. It was worked on for a few months back and then they stopped and then they're back onto it. So the fact that they've now added the ability to upgrade from wood to stone, now they're very likely going to have this probably finished maybe for December. Maybe for January, we'll see. Maybe not until February, but it's being worked on again, and it probably is just around the corner, so something to look forward to. Yes, so that is it. Things are lining up quite nicely. Hope these skins only keep going up in value, and I hope all the investments you've made over the past year leads to some wonderful, delicious-looking profits. Guys, I try my best to do this as fast as possible, but I'm so tired. Hold on a second, we can't finish yet. We have one more thing to mention. We have December Twitch Rivals happening all over again. The link to this schedule will be in the description of this video. We can see all the teams that are taking part, and we can also see the teams' Twitch drops. Get a good look at this. So we've got another backpack Twitch drop, a jacket, a sheepman at double door, William's jacket, which looks very nice. We've got Oil Rats with an MP5 this time. Nora the Explorer with it's a bit of a scary garage door. When I get to show these skins off, you'll notice. We've got a very interesting French AK47. Team Rocket with a glow-in-the-dark aim sight rocket launcher. Head height transparency with glow-in-the-dark sheep in the door from Crowley. And we've got a pure white Thompson, an interesting-looking sap, and Blueprint with a vending machine here. We currently do not know what the generic drops are, but when they are known and when it's all in the workshop, I will definitely put out a video showcasing of all of these brand new Twitch drops. So I hope you look forward to that. And yeah, I hope the video was very nice for you. And thank you very much for watching me. Catch you later. Say goodbye.